And England's in Africa. Some things never change. England's really going ham down here. I gotta say, I'm not very keen on that. So I think we're going to start fabricating on Cadiz. Or shall we just go straight for Sevilla? Just go straight for Sevilla. Sorry, Marwanid. We're coming for you. With my 6,000 soldiers. What type of troops do you have? You have a lot of special units, especially the light footmen. So I could do with getting some more archers. Quite honestly, that can be arranged. Let's go up to 300. Jarl Roggenwalder has been thingied, and you've converted that. Cool. And in the meantime, I think we're going to start declaring some wars up here. Just to make sure that Gardariki is as big as Gardariki can be. And then I just need to wait until you've converted it all. Before I actually create the title of Gardariki. 62. Health is still fine. Yeah, let's do this. Finland first? Finland first. It's Prussia. Of course it's Prussia! Well, who's the easiest target? Karelia has the biggest army. You're also allied to Vladimir, whom we just flattened, so Vladimir doesn't have the military strength that they once did. And then Kakasalmi is actually probably the smallest. Yeah, it is. So Kakasalmi is actually probably something that my vassals could do. But Karelia and Finland, they'd need my help, especially Karelia, so I think Karelia is what we're going to go for. Before we do that, do we have any factions? We do, but it's just populists. And Duke Dmitry of Luki. Populists and this idiot. So I'm actually going to start swaying you, and I'm going to try and get you to convert. You're not zealous. It's just going to take a lot of work. Renewal of patronage. Yes, I would like to extend that because this has just been a straight up 15% dev bonus. It's going to put me in debt, so we'll have to wait a little bit before we actually fight. To the Perceptive Frank. Despite my efforts, my agents have yet to uncover any secrets. If there is anything, we shall find it. Got both the Chancellor and the Spy Master working on him. Oh yes, and ransoms. Thank you. Rimmer died. She's gone. And you've been in jail for 30 years. You don't actually earn any... Oh no, that's you. Who's the person paying? You're the person paying. I'm never going to get more than 59 from you. Cool. Empty council position. Marshal. So this is going to be Roggenwalder of Utrecht. Fine. And Frogger Pirates back in business. Oh, almost forgot. This is wartime. And wartime means drastic measures. And drastic measures means big helmet. Gotta have the safety helmet on if you're going to war. How can you go to war if you don't have your safety helmet on? Now I really want some tea, damn it. If someone is also true and controls all of Italy, then they can dismantle the papacy entirely, which results in the Pope converting to also true, and the papacy disappearing entirely, and probably Catholicism too, so that's minus 100% Catholic fervour. Interesting! Safety helmet emote when? Put it in the emote suggestions, that's a good one. Oh, it was Frozen Elites. I just realised I completely misread that. I thought it was Frozen Lights, but it's not, it's Frozen Elites. Interesting. No, we don't need to call any allies, not for this. We do have a lifestyle perk, which is Administrator. +1 Diplomacy, +3 Stewardship, and, most importantly, +5 Vassal Opinion. Unlock. So we are now known as a great administrator. We might have touched, aren't we? Yeah, we are. So we do just have that massive bonus to stewardship. So do we want to stay stewarding or do we want to switch to something else? Learning, perhaps? Military, perhaps? Possibly diplomacy. I mean, ducal conquest would be good because it means that making duchies is cheaper. Defensive negotiate on his fellow vassals, not lower vassals. Scholar for the development. Oh, it is a thing. Huzzah! We don't have a huge amount of devotion, is the only part of that. I mean, what's the alternative? Stewardship, we could go down avaricious. Extort subjects, we haven't really been doing. Monthly income per stress level, we haven't been doing. Maintenance per dread, we don't have any. Sell titles, absolutely not. And then that just leads to avaricious, which is a plus 15% income, but it's not that useful. Yeah, we're going to go learning. Medicine, scholarship, dev bonus. Now I see what you mean. Now I see what you mean. Ulster Theocrat, thank you very much for the primary subscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support. Helmet on, longboat ready, axe sharpened. Yep, it's Norse time. And part of Norse time is I need to keep an eye on you for when you get to full strength, because these guys are coming for you. And we're not going to run over. You're not going to make that, are you? There's just not enough troops here. So one thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to split off. This is a little bit risky, but I think it may pay off in the long run. Oh, that's annoying. The scroll bar resets every time. Stop that! Stop it! Alright, next thing, I'm going to double check my champions, because there are probably a couple of champions whom I do not wish to be fighting, like Linda. She's a bit too valuable. Linda, thankfully, is the worst fighter of the bunch, but you are forbidden from fighting. Verboten. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to raise the others, which brings the champions into this army. So the champions and these levies will be standing firm against these guys. If you can get away, get away. Also, do we have friendly casualty reduction? Enemy defense, no, that's not going to help. I'm guessing the Torfin's in the other army. Yeah, Kane take command of this one. And then Torfin is indeed in charge of this one. And you are full strength, so you may as well sail on over. Get over here. Alright. So it is in the forest, which does give us a defender advantage of +4. They have a really good general, Bogger. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would have slightly more. But we do have our excellent champions fighting, and the champions are kicking their ass. Oh, look at this. No, I just missed it. I didn't see how awesome they were. Curses. The other thing I just realized, we can probably raise... No, we can't. Well, that sucks. I wanted to see how many we killed, because it probably was like 400. It was the last stand of the excellent champion fighters. They're coming after me with just 160. That lot's a bit more scary. Right, that was a stack wipe. Now details. Auto expand. I don't know why this cancels every time I reload. But yeah, the champions absolutely kicking ass. And none of them even wounded. Ah, frickin' Tsar. Don't screw with my champions. Alright, let's back off. Don't want to be fighting here anymore. And where are my boats? I think my boats need to come to friendly territory first. So let's go to Novgorod. And then we'll need to split you up a little bit. I can't believe that these guys won. That was not really expected. It was hoped, but not really expected. Who are you? Oh, Kaksalmi. Why is... How are you so big? 2,000. What are you fighting? Are you fighting... Linda? Linda, what are you doing? Linda! Count Albert of Kakasami in the Holy War for the County of Yangi. For the County of Yangi? Oh, which you started. Ah. Well, you have money for mercenaries, and you do have a 2,000-man army for yourself. And there's the Tecklenburg army. So hopefully you haven't just made a big whoops. In fact, can I join that war? Because I'd kind of like to see you not die. No. Unfortunate. And there. And you come up here as well. Okay. So we will need to deal with this army, but that's okay. We can do that. Westphalen's fighting the Yangi up there. Call to arms. You are fighting against Toulouse. Sorry, no. I'm at war myself. Spouse of my Frogger Pirate died, so Frogger Pirate needs a new one. Someone keeps killing the spouses. Stop that. You are, quite frankly, just going to need somebody who's just good at stuff. So let's say age difference of maximum 10. Jean de Martel is quite good. Hamelin's quite good. Wrathful, generous, cynical. I mean, I would like to have somebody with a bit more stewarding. Taisto's quite good. So is Jasper. No, I don't want Jasper. I really want to marry you to somebody sadistic. That seems to me to be a bad idea. Turgriv is okay. Casper, he's just at least. Oh, here we go, Daniel. Greeting, shy and paranoid. Not very good at learning, not very good at diplomacy, so this pair is going to suck at diplomacy. But they will kick ass in basically everything else. He's lowborn's the only problem. I mean, Frogger's already had 3 children, so a bit late for that. We're going to go with you. Matrilineal, send. Okay, so our armies have arrived. That includes the champions. So we are now going to split off this army. We are going to grab the onagers in one army. We're going to put the smaller units of levies in that army, and we're going to have 1,000-ish troops. One more. 1,400. Perfect. So this is my siege army, this is my fighting army. So my sieging army needs to be going up there. And my fighting army needs to be going over here. And then here. Gladly accept the marriage proposal. Jolly good. And Dimitri has been swayed. How are we doing? +3. You willing to accept the truth of Ursatru into your life yet? No. Oh, he was a genius, wasn't he? Damn. Oh, that also... Who inherited that? Waldeck. Frank Frogger Pirate, the 6-year-old genius. So Frogger Pirate's eldest daughter is a genius. You are quick. Nothing. 2 geniuses in the family. Next generation's gonna be a good un. Although actually, you're 6. Who's educating you? Nobody. May I make a suggestion? Because you are pensive, so stewarding and learning. I'm going to say that learning is probably your better one. It is. And our best learning person, oh man, we don't really have very many, is probably Penty. Huzzah! And you are Norse also true. That's fine. Huzzah! Send proposal. Onvere, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Will the Third, Sphincter Tide, Asimov, Ghost Faces, and Solar Pigeon. Congratulations on the gifted subs, courtesy of Onvere. Thank you for that. Always really appreciate that. Convert the new son-in-law. That is a good idea. Yes. That, and then you, and then convert. You won't convert. That's going to have to be something I do when I'm switching to Frogger. Or else Frogger needs to do it for herself. Greetings, Grandmother. We're happy to accept your proposed education agreement. Enable upbringing for enable spirit. Excellent. Despite your best efforts, we have yet to uncover any secrets, so it doesn't look like Dimitri's been up to anything naughty, which is most disappointing. You're back to training. Do I want you increasing control anywhere? Groningen seems like a whole lot of their problem. And control here is actually remarkably good. You know, let's go back to training commanders. Training commanders is useful. Oh, you had to sail? Really? Blech. And do you still have the sailing penalty? You do not. That is good. Because I want you to try and get here before they run away. Which you may do? I did. 4,000 against 2,000. They do have archers which are being countered by my horsemen. They're only at 54% efficiency. And they have a lot of skirmishers because the AI seems to really like skirmishers who are being somewhat countered by my bowmen. So I really need to build more bowmen in the future. A word of advice. It's not the first time I've heard talk of the great servant Gudrida and now Jarl Linda has sent him to my court. He presents himself as a token of friendship between Linda and me. He's one. Or are you saying that you want me to teach him? Ah, okay. You're offering him as a ward. Yeah, absolutely. And then we are going to send you to be educated by... She has gifted me her firstborn. Everything is as it should be. She's only one, though. Well, he's only one, so we can't start training them. So we'll just take him under my care. It's fine. Battle of Thickfin. Done. Get out of here. So that siege shouldn't really take very long. Let's march over here before these guys come in and cause headaches. Unfortunately, you're being slightly outclassed by these guys. And there ain't much I can do to help you. You need to go and hire some mercenaries or something. But at least you're trying. I appreciate the fact that you are showing some initiative and going after the territories that should rightfully be yours. Unfortunately, I can't help you by declaring war on them myself. Otherwise I would. You are trying. I'm just outmatched. Because they took Novgorod. Yeah, this is a siege as well. That siege is done. So let's move you over here. Take that out. We're already at 39%. We have discovered chronicle writing. Lovely. What's that do? Can use individuals as your duchy CBs. And CB prestige cost minus 10%. Cool. So what's going to be the next? Cultural influences, horseshoes, isn't it? Yep, Sardinians. Exposure shares religion with the Sardinians plus 40%. So we're getting battlements and horseshoes. And actually horseshoes is one that I was really after because of that 5%, 10% extra move buff. It seems pretty potent. Notable guest has arrived. He has a claim. I'm less interested in claims. Are you able to escape in 9 days? 15, 14, 21. No, you're stuck there. You would get there in 57 days. Best we can do is try. Oh, you don't have general. You should definitely have Raimundo. So we do have a plus 35 because they are jumping off a boat. However, they also have the defensive territory, which is the tiger. Alright, you back off to Novgorod. And you keep marching in, try and cut these guys off and destroy them! I think we're going to catch the 13, but not the big army. Only 180 of you made it? Oof. That sucks. With the quality of our champions, we should be able to pull this off. Yeah. They do have some pretty nice defensive areas, and we do have Reckless. Which can be really good, like that plus 15, but it can also be really bad, like that minus 4. It's an interesting trait. Victory. Okay, that was a bit better. That was the absolute crushing. Then this one was the one that we just fought. So we lost 500, they lost 1,000. Champions killed 400 between them. And the battle that we lost, Levies lost 1,000 men. And we did lose 40 onagers as well, which we're now going to have to replace. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to split you in half, because I don't want you taking massive amounts of attrition. There we go. You're fighting again. And you're putting up a fight, but it's... Oh, no, 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 don't jump into the fight. Bad idea. You can have the minus 30. No! Ah! AI is going to AI. Alright, you go and take Vodi, because we should be able to stop these guys from hitting back at us. Linda does need help. Unfortunately, I need to finish my war before I can do that. Let's move you down to here, so that these guys are actually somewhat supported. To the modest Frank, having prowled through the documents of ancient and less certain providence, I finally have enough material to make a case where you're the rightful lady of the Sheikdom of Sevilla. See it done. We now have an unpressed claim on Sevilla, which I'm gonna need to press really soon, because we are 64. Still feeling fine, though. What are you doing? Oh, that's probably reinforcing them. Can I see out of the helmet? Okay, yeah. It does go forwards a little bit. Should probably be about there. But you can see remarkably well. Someone else. My husband, King Thorfinn, is once again absent from our chambers at night. That's fine. 164. I get it. Task finished. Fabricate claim and county task. Right. So now I think we're going to help with converting over here. So go and start converting Novgorod, because obviously Ninda needs some help. And it is my duty as your sworn sovereign to do so. Lodi has fallen. And we need to take the... No, the Ungi's not in the war. Onega, however, is. In fact, you go to Viipuri, which has got to be one of the coolest names to say. Viipuri. It's just a cool one. Viipuri. Very, very important in Second World War. It was what the Winter War was over. Viipuri. Well, one of the things it was over. You're moving down to Vodi. Alright, so these guys are going to need to move on down there. Actually, if you move here, then we'll provoke them into probably doing something silly. Let's move this army down here, so we will have that river crossing, which is why I wanted them to push away. So if we have the crossing already with these guys, then we could just tell them to attack.